Remind me, I need to tell you a story, whether that's on this podcast or part 2 of my Hermes Himalayan Birkin, how I made $40,000 on.
Can we
one
talk
bag.
about it now?
Should we talk about it now?
Yes, I want to know.
Because I was like, I love that you had a story about your Hermes Himalayan Birkin. So this was 4 years ago when I asked my husband at the time, I was like, can you get me this Hermes Himalayan Birkin? And remember, this was like $140,000 bag at the time, 4 years ago. And he's like, what on earth are you going to do with a $140,000 bag in Calgary, Alberta? And he's like, no, that's ridiculous. You're going to get your arm chopped off for this bag. And I'm like, okay, I'll just buy it myself. Because, you know, I think it's the Aquarius in me. There's something in me that just rebels. Okay. That does not.
We have that in common.
So I was like, yeah, I'll just buy it myself. It's okay. I bought it myself for 2 years. He was right. There was really nowhere to wear it in Calgary. I wore it to Vegas. I took it on, maybe I wore it 3 times in the 2 years. And later, 2 years later, I wanted to sell it because I was like, I really am not going to wear this. And I was moving to Irvine, California. So I listed it on Luxe Du Jour, and I don't believe it was you that bought it. It was someone else, because we've sold multiple Hermes Himalayan Birkins. And I listed it for $180,000. And the reason why I know it's not yours, because it sold within 5 minutes of being listed on Luxe Du Jour. It was $180,000 listed and sold within 5 minutes at the time. It was when it was hot in demand.
Wow.
And there was barely any on the market. You have to find them with the nice scales, the nice ombre effect. Mine had the nicest ombre effect. I bought it for $140,000. Remember, I listed it for $180,000. It sold within 5 minutes. That's when I knew it was undervalued. And now they're selling for way more if I had just kept it.
And you just had the bag for 2 years?
I had it for 2 years.
And you made 40 grand.
And I showed my husband. I was like, oh my God, am I going to regret this? I just sold it and it's sold. And we, right?
Yeah.
But I was like $40,000. And he was like shocked, because this made a lot more money than his rental properties. That he was like, what, that quick? And so he's like, oh, well, do you want another Hermes Himalayan Birkin? Like, I'll buy it for you.
I'll buy it for you now.
He's like, yeah, like he's all on board now.
It is. It's like real estate.
People don't know. Some bags are investments.
So that's actually one of my questions. Obviously the Birkin, the Kelly, those, it is like real estate. Doesn't it go up in between 15, like 8 to 11, 13% a year? Well,
Forbes posted it. I think it was Forbes that posted averaged 14% a year.
Now it's at 14?
14%.
Wow.
Yeah, a year.
It's just like real estate.
Yes. That's why so many people are getting into the sale of Hermes bags, because the game is really in finding a good deal on the pre-owned market and then go flipping it to someone who is looking for that exact bag, because not everyone wants to play that Hermes game in the boutiques and try to spend $30,000, $50,000 pre-spend and not be offered exactly what they want. So there's a lot of money to be made in flipping Hermes bags.
So do a lot of your clients, is that what they're doing?
They're resellers.
They're buying just to resell later?
You know how I know? Because they submit their reseller certificate. They talk to our director of partnerships, and they were like, we want B2B pricing. If we buy in bulk, Tammy, like they look at Luxe Du Jour's pricing direct to consumer. We are already very competitive because we get all our Hermes direct from clients. So wealthy clients that want to sell their bags. And then these resellers know that we have a program that if you buy in bulk or you are a company, you don't have to pay tax because you have a reseller certificate. They submit it and they're buying them all up, and they're making like $3,000 to $5,000 off each bag.
How long do you think they hold on to them until they resell them?
Some of them are doing arbitrage. Secret's out. Some people are doing arbitrage. They are showing the photos that we have, offering it to their client, and when their client sends a deposit, then they'll buy it. And how we know is because they talk to our salespeople. I'm like, hey, can you ship this direct to my client? Or ship this direct to, because all our stuff comes authenticated, comes with certificate of authenticity. We have the reputation of specializing in authentication. So these resellers don't have to know how to authenticate, really. Wow. If you get it from a trusted source, you are guaranteed by our lifetime guarantee of authenticity. So
you guys know, like I know, there are so many resale options out there, but this is the one I actually use. They specialize in authentic, high-end designer bags, exceptional condition. I have purchased several from them, Chanel, Dior, and if you follow me, you know that Joe got me the infamous Himalayan crocodile Birkin. He surprised me on our 10-year anniversary. It's one of the rarest bags in the world, and it came from Luxe Du Jour, so that tells you a lot. Their authentication process is meticulous. I trust them with everything. And here is something just for you that they gave me, $100 off anything over $2,000. Here's the code, you guys. All capitals, Amy plus Joe 1. If you didn't get that, just shoot me a quick DM. Because you know, when it comes to luxury, every dollar saved is a dollar you can put towards your next piece. So if you're looking to invest in something timeless, beautiful, go ahead and start with Luxe Du Jour. And of course, tell them Amy sent you.
Isn't that crazy?
That is
it's a whole
crazy.
business. You should get into that business.
I know. I'm thinking like we're flipping a home right now.
Yeah.
I want real estate money on that, but this is a whole nother world.
All the watch dealers, all the real estate dealers are flipping Hermes on the side.
So Joe and I talked about that last night too. A difference between yours. Okay, so when he had that wonderful text message back and forth with Virgil.
Yeah.
Shout out to Virgil. Don't go there, by the way. He said that Virgil was saying like the real, there's no guarantee. So Joe called the real because there was a bag on there that he liked too, a Himalayan Birkin or a Kelly, I'm not sure. And he was like, if I find out this bag's not authentic, do you guys refund? And they said, nope. The real does not.
I didn't know that. I just know that they have so many reviews of why they're
Fakes,
nicknamed
right?
the fake because they have a bad reputation because they take all brands. Remember, how do you specialize in all brands and make sure you guarantee authenticity for all brands? That's why Luxe Du Jour only carries 22 brands. We only specialize in those brands. Anytime we want to launch a new brand, we have to have a multi-step authentication to make sure we can guarantee that. So it is questionable. The Real doesn't have a great reputation for that.
Because that's why he was like, I'm not buying that bag. What if I find out it's a fake? The fake.
Yeah, if there's no guarantee, I say don't risk your money, especially if you're buying $160,000 bag. No.
Yeah. Did you insure yours?